Hi, it's Dwyer, gamblersadvisory.com. Remember, the opinion you should follow should be your own. Just consider this video to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. You have a great fight taking place at Super Bantamweight this weekend between Rico Ramos and Guillermo Rigondeaux. Rigondeaux, as many people know, was a very decorated amateur fighter. You need to look at his record and realize that's just his pro record since defecting from Cuba. He's actually a much better fighter than his record suggests. My recommended play in this fight is that you take the over 7.5 rounds. Both of these guys are counterpunchers. Both are afraid to open up. Don't be misled by Rigondeaux's first round knockout in his last fight of Willie Casey. Willie Casey's defense was non-existent compared to Rico Ramos's defense, right? Both guys are very skilled counterpunchers. I don't expect either guy to open up for at least the first 4 rounds. Let me go further. My recommended play is the over 7.5, but I do expect Rigondeaux to win the fight, simply because Rico Ramos looked terrible in his last fight against Akifumi Shimoda. Ramos was actually getting completely dominated, in my opinion. He couldn't figure out how to deal with the spacing or the defense of Shimoda. Then I thought he got lucky on a one-punch knockout. It was on a counter in which he literally knocked Shimoda cold. But I didn't like Ramos's post-fight statements where he talked about being too nervous early in the fight. If you have performance anxiety against a counterpuncher with excellent defense like Rigondeaux, and you're having problems pulling the trigger and you need your opponent to open up in order for you to be effective, you're going to have significant problems. I think Rigondeaux has more experience, even though he doesn't professionally. He does when you consider his amateur career. I think he's just more mentally prepared for this fight. And I do think, even though he himself had problems just a couple fights ago, people may remember he won a split decision against Ricardo Cordoba when he did not throw a lot of volume. I believe against the relatively low volume Rico Ramos, Rigondeaux's experience and mental toughness should enable him to win a decision or to get a late round stoppage. I like the over 7.5 in this one. I also think that Rigondeaux should be favored in the fight, as he is. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments for me here on YouTube. Visit us at gamblersadvisory.com. Thanks for stopping by.